race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves.
What's happening, ladies and gentle dudes? It's Michael here today, bringing back our fan favorite Mechanist build, which of course was one of the Skyrim builds deleted by YouTube. The Mechanist is a character who formed a dangerous obsession with the Dwemer. We thought that the main races that fit this build are Redguards, Nords, and Dark Elves, and this is because these races come from the provinces in Tamriel, where Dwemer ruins are most common. The main backstory we use for this character is that he was a pragmatic, logical individual who would grow up to be an archaeologist working for local suppliers, mage colleges, or anyone willing to fund his excavations. After much work as an archaeologist, the Mechanist became fascinated with the Dwemer, an ancient civilization of elvenkind that suddenly vanished from Mundus, leaving behind great relics of their culture. The Mechanist lusted for Dwemer artifacts, and the more he discovered, the more obsessed he became. His unhealthy addiction eroded his personality, leaving him as a shell filled with nothing but limitless ambition. With his knowledge of Dwemer automatons, he created a suit of dwarven armor which contained mechanical functions, giving him advanced protection and fighting capabilities. He discovered a way to sustain himself using soul gems, the same way Dwemer automatons function for thousands of years without maintenance. As his obsession continued, he'd forgotten his name, who he was, and also what he does. He became the Mechanist, a crazed archaeologist who now believed himself to be a member of the Dwemer race. The Mechanist spends the rest of his life constantly searching for a way to follow the Dwemer to wherever they vanished. Looking at roleplaying for the Mechanist, you're gonna want to explore all the Dwemer ruins and retrieve all the Dwemer artifacts you can. You'll also want to join the College of Winterhold to gain access to a series of quests concerning the disappearance of the Dwemer, and this will result in the Mechanist getting the unique dagger, Keening. This dagger is a Dwemer artifact, so this is of course great for roleplaying. You should also get the Dawnguard DLC to do the Lost to the Ages quest. This awesome quest will eventually lead you to find an ancient dwarven forge. This forge allows you to pick between creating 3 items. One is an ethereal crown, another an ethereal shield, or an ethereal staff. We recommend getting the staff so you can summon either a dwarven spider or dwarven sphere for 60 seconds to fight alongside you. This really helps immerse yourself in the Dwemer theme of the build. There's also a cool permanent bonus you can get for this build which also fits in with this theme. To get it, you will need to do the quest called Unfathomable Depths, which is started at the docks in Riften when you're approached by a female Argonian ranting about a lexicon. This effect you get is called Ancient Knowledge, and it makes your smithing increase 15% faster, and most importantly gives you a 25% bonus when wearing dwarven armor. This means that it is possible for a fully upgraded set of dwarven armor to have a higher armor rating than fully upgraded dragonplate armor. Speaking of armor, the helmet being used by the Mechanist is the Visage of Muzund, or Visage of Muzund, however you say it, and this is from the Dragonborn DLC. It's beneficial for roleplaying and combat as it is a dwarven helmet, as you can see, and it allows you to use a steam power which uses your stamina pool to deal 15 damage per second. You can get it on the ruin on Solstheim known as Falbathars. Because it uses stamina for the steam power, the Mechanist will invest in a lot of stamina. The shield for the Mechanist is actually the same shield we used in our Warlock build, and it is called Spellbreaker. This shield fits in perfectly with the aesthetics of the character, and also the whole searching for artifacts concept. It not only works as a shield against physical damage, but also, as you can see, creates a ward against spells. The rest of the armor is smithed up dwarven armor enchanted with resist magic, fire, frost, and shock. This makes you more of a tank against your enemies and counters the fact that we're also investing stat points into magicka and stamina. In our right hand we have fire destruction magic, and while you can use incinerate if you want to, we have chosen fireball as we find the area effect really fun. You will also want a destruction shock spell to use against enemies who are fire resistant. The skills for the Mechanist are Heavy Armor, Block, Smithing, Enchanting, and Destruction. These skills all make you a tank, except of course for Destruction, which is your offensive skill. Although if you think about it, Destruction is allowing you to shoot massive explosion-causing projectiles. But anyway, if magic isn't your thing, you can use Keening and switch out Destruction for one-handed. This is why we've shown footage with Keening in the video. It's for people who decide against using Destruction. You could use Dwarven Weaponry instead if you want to. A perk link will be in the description, so be sure to check that out, and also check out our social media links, which should be there too. The stat spread for the Mechanist is a third health, a third magicka, and a third stamina. A third health is enough to keep you alive in combination with all your enchanting resistances, a third magicka will allow you to keep casting fireball, and a third stamina will allow you to shield bash and shoot steam from your helmet. For a standing stone, we're going with the Lord Stone to add 25% to your magical resistance and 50 points to your armor rating. And that wraps up another Skyrim build redone, the Mechanist. Thank you so much for tuning in to FudgeMuppet, and be sure to subscribe to our channel if you want more Skyrim in your life and also more Fallout 4 videos, especially when the game's released. The perk link and social media links are in the description, and for all the FudgeMuppets out there who want to further support our channel, there's a link to get yourself a high quality FudgeMuppet mousepad specifically designed for gaming. I look forward to nerding out with all of you again soon, and until then, have an awesome week.